stream. I think we're live.
Give me a heads up.
Well, I was letting you know.
Well, don't press buttons and say you're ready.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're live now. We'll give it a couple minutes. Oh, there's Jennifer Delaney already.
Boom, just like that.
Wow, she's quick. Hey, Miss Jennifer, nice to see you back. Very cool.
Now it's time to let loose.
We've got the night owls creeping, and there's Ron. He says, I'd be here.
Who be here?
There's Wiki Bobby. He's here.
Wiki Bob.
Wiki and Jennifer are our moderators. They help with the chat, so thank you to our moderators. Also, I did change the settings, so like when people want to chat, they have to be a subscriber of the channel. So I think that's really helping with the weird chat robots that would show up in the chat and say all kinds of lewd things. So I think that definitely helps.
That's usually my job, saying all the lewd
things.
things.
Usually, Grimm, you say the lewd thing. I have to correct you.
That's right. You sure do. Sure do, lassie.
Why are you talking like that?
I'm talking like a skull.
Why are you doing
Because
that?
I've been watching a lot of Scottish, drama shows lately.
Oh, what did you watch recently?
I watched this show. I saw Working From Home, as you know now. And so I've got, in the background, I like to have stuff going on, whether it's radio or music or sometimes television shows. And I've been watching a show called Traces.
Traces. So it's like
it was
a crime show?
It ran for two series, as they say, 2 seasons. Yeah, it was like a CSI type of thing, but in Scotland, which I used to watch a lot of British BBC stuff.
Okay.
But this one is the Scottish accent. I love it. That Scottish brogue is great. I mean, it's great. It's great. You hear it. It's all in the back of the throat.
It's very. It's a very heavy accent.
I listen to it all day, and I want to try to talk like it. You want to? I love it.
Because you're hearing it all afternoon. Yeah.
It's great.
Or all day.
It's great.
So yeah, I've been joking with you, saying, "Oh, you're watching your stories."
Yes, because I react sometimes as I'm working. I'm like, no.
He gets all caught up in whatever's.
You bitch, that kind of.
Grimm.
Well, this is the Hangover. Welcome everybody to the Hairy Scary Hangover. I'm Grimm Gorri.
And I'm Janet Decay. And
this is the download, right, of the of our Hairy Scary Hangout.
Yes, the Hairy Scary Hangout show. So this is, a later night time slot. This is more of a chat show where we sort of decompress and yeah, after hours, says Mark.
It's anything goes, It's
kind of, yeah.
Safe harbor. Now you could swear obviously as much as you want. I think anyway on YouTube, but we don't partake that much,
Yeah, we don't really cuss a lot of swears, but every now and then we will.
No.
And in our personal lives, we swear a lot.
That's a different, yeah.
It's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, you have to get a password for that show. Jeez.
The SeaTac on the down low, yeah.
Sailor Mouth Moon over here. You think I have a bad one?
Yes. So I didn't write down specific notes or a certain topic for this time. Usually I try to stick to topic. Halloween is around the corner though, and I am excited that we're going to be decorating soon. Even though we're Halloween year-round, and we have a lot of Halloween stuff here that stays up year-round.
And I promise you, lassie, next year
we're going to add even more Halloween stuff. We're going to have
one of those 50-foot skeletons.
50-foot skeleton?
One of those giant, whatever.
You mean 12-foot skeleton?
No, a 50-foot. It's going to be a big one.
Attack of the 50-foot skeleton.
No,
is that after the 50-foot woman dies?
Whatever the biggest one they make, yeah. We're going to have a 50-foot skeleton. Yeah,
no.
That's the ticket.
What are we drinking tonight, says Richard Taylor? Meat, beer, and brandy.
Something good.
I've got an apple drink, a special apple beverage. It's, a special kind of apple juice.
This is Montucky.
Montucky.
Something I just discovered today. It's interesting, actually. It's kind of probably in the PBR sort of family, Miller High Life, It's not quite the champagne of it. This might be the Mogan David of beer. I don't know what
the Mop Water of beers.
The Mad Dog 2020 of beers. The Mop Water of beers. I like that.
Ron says Kentucky boy here.
I love Kentucky stuff. I'd like to go down to Kentucky to go to the gym.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels distillery. It'd be great.
Yeah, that would be interesting. That would be interesting to visit.
Scotland, we should go. It's such a different, because the British thing, I've been watching, like I said, I watch a lot of BBC stuff, and they're more like, now see, I want to do that rolling tongue thing. When you listen to enough stuff, I believe that if, no matter where I live in the world, I could figure it out, because
You could pick up on the accent
I'm like
or
a
the
sponge
lingo.
with that stuff, because to me it's just sounds, you know? You got to hear it. You got to hear it.
And you're good at mimicking the voices and
Well,
sounds.
that's all it is. I mean,
Yeah.
depending on what neighborhood you grew up in, you talk like where you grew up in. I mean, we hear it all the time, how we have a kind of a nasally thing going. You're from Northeast Ohio. You know, we hear that from people, you know.
Yeah, well, we have the Cleveland, or like,
Yeah.
you know, there's Chicago people that talk like us.
Chicago, but they're more like Yashu with the hey everybody.
A little more exaggerated.
How's it going? But I've heard people in Cleveland talk like that. It's
some Cleveland people do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I talk like that.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get my camera. My camera. I'll say that.
Oh yeah.
That long A.
But it's really all just so you know you're not born to speak a different way. You're born to assimilate, basically, right? To be able to survive. You hear things, you know, you have to talk like it. You have to talk like it. But I wish I could really get it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So there's lots of comments here.
Yeah.
Insane J says, "Hey Janet and Grimm, did you see the trailer for Marvel's Werewolf by Night? Looks
What?
old school and awesome. Man Thing is in it also.
Hey!
And a lot better than the Swamp Creature. Haha.
Oh boy.
Oh, we have not
Yeah.
seen it yet, but we do have Disney Plus, so we need to watch it. And MummyAndMonkey's been watching a lot of Disney today.
Well, she wanted that to watch Dancing with the Stars, which is going to be like only on Disney Plus.
Well, and cartoons too. And
well, she watched the live action Pinocchio with Tom Hanks. Is on
Pinocchio, yeah, all the like the cute kids.
So
shows.
one day when we can breathe, I mean, there's so much. We are so far behind everybody. We really are. Because
well, realistically, how many shows and movies could you watch?
all of them, if I had the time.
We don't, so.
But my God, the problem again is that there's not there's a lot of good stuff. That's the problem.
Yeah, there's too many good shows and movies to watch.
We haven't seen we haven't seen the last Cobra Kai, which we were fans of. We haven't seen the last Stranger Things, which the first one was the best one, and the second one was
We talked about that last week too.
I'm just saying. I'm just going down. Well, but we know that everybody here knows that?
Well, a lot of the same people.
You ever watch soap operas? Soap operas repeat everything they did the day before to catch everybody up.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, if you're new to the thing, right? So it's not, you know.
Let's see. It's not out yet. It will be out in October.
Yeah.
Though.
No. The trailer you can see on YouTube. You don't have to go on Disney to see the trailer. You're talking about the trailer.
The trailer.
Is anywhere, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, if that was out already, I would have to. We wouldn't be doing a show tonight. I'd be watching that sucker. I'm a huge Marvel Monsters fan. Except now I've been hearing. Can I talk about Morbius, or did we talk about that already?
We talked about Morbius, but you can talk about it
but
again.
Can I comment and say that I've heard bad things about it?
It sounds like it's a terrible movie.
Because we're talking about Marvel Monsters right now.
It got bad reviews.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I haven't seen it yet, but it got bad reviews.
Now, the Marvel Monster franchise is something that could be a totally different universe. It could live in the Marvel, superhero universe, obviously, but they could branch it off and have this like dark, trying to do what Universal was trying to do, which they should have owned by now, and have Marvel DC should have been the superhero movies. Universal had this huge chance to come in with their evergreen characters.
See, here's two opposite opinions. Kirk Harrington, Morbius is pretty bad. John Lincoln, I saw Morbius, I liked it.
See, well,
Mark M, I liked Morbius.
Okay.
So yeah, so many mixed
I'm hearing a lot more from the people that everyone knows people that they trust their opinion, because it's obviously subjective, right? Anything that you like or don't like, it's a matter of taste.
Yeah,
right?
and we'll see it eventually. I like that character, so I feel like I have to see it. I really liked the comics.
From that same studio, they did Venom. I didn't like the Venom movies.
Oh, the Venom movie was terrible.
I haven't even seen the second one.
We watched part of it, and I'm like,
we choked down the first one. We sat through it.
No,
yes, we did.
I think I fell asleep.
No, I remember how it ended.
Or I told you to put a different movie on.
You didn't care about it, but
I'm like, this is terrible.
I said no. We're halfway through it, and then we watched it to the end.
No, I didn't. I don't remember watching it to the end.
Eddie was walking through the city and was talking. Yes, we did.
I probably fell asleep on the couch.
You didn't care about it. You tapped out. I watched. I choked it down.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the second one yet, and I don't care to see the second one. But I know it's from the same studios that do Morbius, so there's that. But
Gary Smith says Michael Keaton popped up in the closing credits in Morbius.
As what? The Vulture?
Or as what? He didn't say.
Well, he's the vulture.
Well, let's watch it and we'll find out.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to see it.
Yeah, we'll have to see it and find out.
So, but anyway, let's get back to the Marvel now. But can you name more of the Marvel monsters? You got Morbius. You got Werewolf by Night. You got Man Thing. You got the Living Mummy.
Oh, the Mummy one. Are they going to make a Mummy movie?
Blade.
Yeah, Blade I like.
Well, they were talking about that. I mean, again, they have this Marvel, whether they know it or not.
Like,
I think
I like comic books. I don't know every single detail about comic books.
I'm just saying,
you're more of a comic book guy than me.
It is such a rich, and it's just almost as good. Well, I mean,
even though I've read comics and I like a lot of them.
In the 1970s, horror and monsters were still really big, especially early to mid 1970s.
Yeah.
The Marvel horror titles were everywhere. They had tons of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so did DC. You know, even with the House of Mystery, Marvel had a ton of reprint stuff that they did.
Yeah.
That reprinted a lot of their stuff they did before they were Marvel. All the monster stuff that Jack Kirby and Stan Lee did. But again, that's where Groot comes from. Groot comes from the 50s comics.
I like Groot.
You know.
I am Groot.
And everybody out there that's a super nerd, push your glasses up to the middle. Fin Fang Foom would be great.
Mark M says Fing Fang Foom.
Yeah, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, he put it in the comments.
Fin Fang Foom would be...
And Lois says the Blade movies were pretty good. Wiki Bobby likes Ghost Rider.
I didn't like Ghost Rider. I didn't like the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider. But
Albert says I like the Underworld movies.
I like the first two, I think I liked, and then they got kind of wacky.
And then Kirk says the Groot shorts on Disney are cute.
I haven't seen them.
I'm sure they are.
Again, there's so... I know, but there's so much stuff.
Well, and yeah, I mean, realistically, no human being can watch every single movie or TV
There's just
show.
no, unless they.
So you can't like throw this like, oh, there's so much. Yeah, because there are. We can't actually watch everything.
I know that. I'm saying, okay, Drax. I call her Drax because she takes everything so literally.
But you're just.
But my point is, I'm excited the fact that there's I like the. It's like you're gonna say it's a good problem to have.
Okay.
You know, it's not like, hey, there's so much stuff, and like, look. We could prove that, but we just watched Man from Atlantis, the TV show from the 70s.
Yeah, that was terrible.
It was terrible.
Put
that way to the side.
Yeah.
Doesn't hold up.
So we try to watch it, and then we move on to something else.
And that could be said about a lot of stuff from the past, but now the present stuff, they know the sensibilities. They know what people want to see.
Some present stuff I like. So a lot of it I don't like.
You're not going to like everything. No one will like everything. So
there's a lot of Hollywood movies I don't like that are newer.
Now, we did watch a movie recently that I didn't even hear that much about except for the title, Antebellum.
Yeah, so I guess it came out a few years ago and we didn't really hear much about it.
I saw I didn't even watch the preview. I had nothing. I thought it was just on the coattails of like Us,
like the Jordan Peele movies.
The Jordan Peele movies. I thought there were just more filmmakers trying to do more, African American and black, related horror stuff, right? Well, this movie
was amazing and very creepy.
It reminded me.
Antebellum was a very good movie.
I put it in the
really creepy.
Yeah, but to me, it's in the same category as like Time After Time, if you're familiar with that movie. Not the same subject matter, but the way it was done, because it's not a pretty movie. It's not, hey, everything's good. Oh, hey, everyone fine. No, it's
a really messed up, disturbing movie. But
I like movies like
first, you think you're watching like maybe a Twilight Zone thing or a paranormal thing. It starts out thinking you think, oh, this must have like a supernatural twist.
Yeah, well, not even that.
But then later on, it's like even more messed up than what you think it could be.
Sure, yeah.
So it's a total it messes with your head.
And not to give anything away.
So don't go into too many details.
No, but what I did compare it to was The Village by
M. Night Shyamalan?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to think. I was thinking the way Howard Stern said. Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. It kind of is like that, I've seen that. But I didn't know what was going on, which is great. See, any movie that can keep you sort of wondering what you're watching is always good.
And you picked that up cheap at the library.
It
was like a couple bucks.
Check out your local libraries.
Yeah.
If you like to buy movies to keep, physical. If you're into physical media. Libraries usually have to the side somewhere like a little offering of books, CDs, and DVDs and Blu-rays. And ours had the one close to us It was like everything was $1, but it was buy one get one. So for $5 you get 10 things. Crazy.
Yeah.
So I brought home 10. I couldn't.
So I'm like, oh, what's this? Let's watch it.
I heard about it. I thought it looked interesting. You know.
And
wow, it's a keeper.
It's what a creepy, disturbing film.
And here's another one that I think is in the same category as that, as far as feeling, not subject matter. Yeah, 100%. But it's still, well, if you see it.
Subject matter and feeling.
Yeah, I'm not doing apples to apples. I'm doing
It's not a, well,
I'm doing the way the effect that the movie has on you.
It really sticks with you too after you watch it.
It's something to think about.
It's definitely, yeah,
but
it messes with your head.
If you're looking for something, in my opinion, good to watch for Halloween, this Halloween season, check out Skeleton Key. Check it out.
Skeleton Key?
It's really good. It's got I can't think. The Goldie Hawn's daughter. I just had to look it up the other day.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember her name.
I know Goldie Hawn, right? But
yeah, everyone knows her.
Oh shoot, I'm drawing a blank because I'm thinking too fast right here. I'm thinking too fast. What's her name? Come on.
Well, I'm gonna read some comments while you try to think of this.
Someone's gonna say her name.
Richard Taylor. My all-time favorite movie since I was a kid is I Was a Teenage Werewolf.
That was Michael Landon. See, those things pop into my head, right?
And both Naoko and Lois say Skeleton Key is really good and creepy.
It's so messed up.
Kate Hudson.
You'd think her last name would be Hawn, but no.
John Lincoln also agrees. Skeleton Key rules.
You got to see this movie. It's like Drag Me to Hell. It's like these movies that are like, oh man. I've always been partial to movies like that. I don't like the whole clean, nice, tidy Hollywood ending. You know, I sometimes I do, but not all the time.
If there's someone,
I like a Whitman sampler.
If there's someone being like in the horror films when there's a monster chasing them, or if someone's trying to do harm to another person, I always root for the good guy. Like you want them to make it. Like I want them to make it, unless if they're like in the slasher movies where it's like the annoying teenager or the annoying 30-year-old playing a teenager.
Yeah, but see,
then it's like, okay, I hope Michael or Jason gets you or whatever.
To me, life is like Forrest Gump said, it's like a box of chocolates, but it has to be Whitman. It has to be a sampler.
Yeah.
If it's a box of chocolate covered cherries, you know what you're gonna get. That's boring to me. But if it's a box of chocolates that you don't, if it's a sampler, I like the sampler sort of approach to life with everything I'm into, as opposed to, hey, I just want this one thing that's going to be the same all the time. That's boring.
Let's see. Tony says The Others with Nicole Kidman was a good movie with a twist.
Great movie. I need to watch it again. I'll tell you some other ones if you have not seen them. And they just made a sequel to The Orphan. You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but you were saying it's good.
Oh my God, it's good. That one's good. Another guilty pleasure of mine is Splice. It's about genetic manipulation, and it's really good. It's a weird movie, but it's kind of good. And the other one I like is, like The Orphan, The Orphanage by Guillermo del Toro. That is a great, weird. The tone of this movie is amazing. I'm going to have to pull that one out too. You'll love that. If you haven't seen any of these movies.
Let's see.
Splice, you kind of tapped on me too, but I love that one.
Antrim, I guess that's a horror film they're talking about. Antrim really freaked me out.
Antrim?
Antrim.
Please write these down.
Okay. Antrim.
I'm so digging up. I want to dig up some really good stuff that's going to leave me going, oh my God, I love it. That's my favorite type of movie.
And then I guess there's
and it could end good.
Remember that creepy clown movie we saw where he's like got
in the diner?
With the diner.
Oh, it's a big Terrorizer.
Well, I guess they're making a sequel.
That's people.
Terrorizer 2. I think that's gonna be like the new cult hit.
That's this generation's.
People like creepy clowns. There's a lot of people that like their weird clown movies, I guess.
But I had my fill with clowns from outer space, killer clowns.
See, we watched the first Terrorizer, I think, on Netflix a long time ago.
It was creepy, but
it was creepy. But then there's some characters in there that were doing really stupid things,
dumb things,
and it really annoyed me. And really,
come in this old building with me. They go to the back. No, look, man or woman, y'all know what y'all do out there. I've seen it. I've been in enough club, and I've seen what women do. They don't go into an old building. They go behind a car. Come in here. You can use the bathroom here. You know.
No, you don't go into a creepy building with a person you don't know.
In a rundown neighborhood. You don't do it.
No.
But she does it. And you're thinking,
I'd pee my pants before going into the creepy building.
What's gonna happen now? It's too predictable, but
it's yeah. There were parts of that movie that were very predictable and obnoxious and kind of like.
That's I just sit there and go, you deserve it.
I found it like I thought, you know, when it's that predictable, it like offends me.
Yes, it just gets.
I find it offensive.
How stupid can you be?
Because I'm like, you really think I'm that dumb?
Of course, and of course now you're being chased, and of course now you don't know where you are.
They're like doing all of the things that they're not supposed to be doing, like all the stranger dangers you learned not to.
A million years ago.
Yeah.
Everyone should. If it's a movie, if it's
and
set in now times, you should know better.
Right. Like, no, just don't do that. But you know, the creepy clown looks cool, so maybe the second one will be better.
The funny thing about watching horror movies, though, I thought was interesting. I think a lot of people thought this too. So you would imagine, they present these movies like they're happening now, right? You know, like as if you were just leaving your house and something happened.
Yeah.
But they present them like if no horror movies exist.
Yeah.
Like
as if people don't know these cliches already.
Yeah, like you're okay,
you don't answer the door, you don't run up the stairs, you don't go into the creepy house or the creepy building with strangers.
The challenge is, you know, I
lock your doors.
I would respect these movies more if they made a reference to, hey, this, you know what the best commercial was the one, I think it was for an insurance company where the kids are running from the guy with the chainsaw. They go, hey, let's run into that shed full of chainsaws. Yes, and they do. And the chainsaw guy's looking up, he like rolls his eyes and like, really? Like they're running.
They pretty much called out like all the dumbness in the horror films. I think it might have been Geico or something.
They go, oh my God, the killer's after us. Let's run in that. They say, let's run in that shed of chainsaws. Yeah, come on. It's like, what are you doing? I mean,
like they do all of the wrong things.
Yeah, so it would be nice if some movies made reference to the fact, like, doesn't this happen in every horror movie we see? Should we really split up?
Yeah.
But they act like this is the first time this ever happened to anybody, that they were, you know, whatever the scenario.
Right.
It's strange,
It's so funny.
You know, and we know these are movies while we watch them, but still, I don't know.
The insurance commercial's awesome, says Richard Taylor.
It's an insurance, yeah, it's pretty fun.
Gary Pack, the greatest horror film of all, 1982 is The Thing.
That's a pretty good one. I mean,
it's a great one.
It is probably the king of reboots.
And then SeaTac likes Blair Witch Project.
I liked it too.
That was his. That's his.
He
says, in my opinion, that was the last good one.
It was.
Now, I think there were some really good ones after that.
I agree with SeaTac in this respect, that I remember. This is something. Now, don't forget. I watched a lot of stuff
back in my day.
So
you're doing a back in my day.
No, I'm not. Listen. So when I saw that movie, I saw it in the theaters first, right?
Blair Witch, you did?
Yes. And, you know, you watched it and you're like, wow, that's kind of messed up. And this was before anyone used the term found footage, really.
Right.
Because after that, everyone stared doing the Steadicam.
Oh, yeah. Then there was like VHS and all those other ones.
VHS is supposed to be a good series. This is the first couple anyway.
Movie.
You haven't seen them, though. But everyone started doing the Steadicam. What was that, dude? You know, everyone. When it starts getting replicated, it gets to be boring. But Blair Witch was the first. But then here's the kicker, though. So the weird thing about Blair Witch is that when that was originally released, they had a fake documentary, but if they didn't say it was, about, it's like you would see on Discovery Channel or something about the Blair Witch, and then they showed you that movie.
I remember that.
That was the original.
I remember that movie, that TV special they did. It was like a promotional thing for the movie.
But when it was released,
it was like a mock.
When it released at the film festivals, they showed you that documentary first, then Blair Witch. But when it was in wide release, they just released Blair Witch, and the documentary is a TV thing. So
I remember being, you know, like I remember seeing it, thinking, "Oh, this is real.
How young were you then?
This is real, this is really creepy."
It's messed up.
But then when I found out it was fake, I'm like,
well, yeah.
Man.
But it held people's attention.
So I lost interest once I found out it wasn't real.
But it was the first movie to
throw
everyone a curveball.
To throw that gimmick.
Right, exactly.
It was a gimmick.
So when I saw the Blair Witch at the movies, and then like I think the next night I saw that there was that documentary, I still didn't know what to think. I'm like, is this real? And this is before you can really do a ton of research on the internet, but you could. But there was that. Now you can research the hell out of stuff, right? I mean, it doesn't take but a second to go on your phone. But back then, it was right in the middle there, where computers were still, internet was still kind of young, and
James says something's going on with my YouTube on my new Roku TV.
What?
Well, I guess you could turn it off and turn it back on again.
Okay.
With Roku or any computer issues.
What?
Just restart it.
Oh, restart it.
Do a restart. Unplug it. Plug it back in. Yeah. Mark says one of my favorite films was released several decades ago called Ghost Story. I don't remember if I've seen that or not. Did I watch that with you?
We did. It was with Fred Astaire. I have it on DVD and VHS. I just got it on DVD. We did watch it. Now, I need to check it out again because I remember seeing that in the movie theater.
Okay.
And it messed me up. Oh, boy, that movie was so messed up to me. Because it took place in the modern time it was released, which is like the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
But it was a bunch of old guys, right? And one of them was Fred Astaire, the old, dancer guy.
Yeah, I know Fred Astaire.
Jerry from Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
And but it was a bunch of, and it took place back in the late 20s, early 30s, I think it was, maybe late 20s. And there were a bunch of young men involved with this one woman who was like, they all wanted her. And I'm not going to give anything away, but they all live with this terrible secret.
I did watch that with you.
With the car and everything.
Oh, that's a messed up movie.
Yeah, but I need to revisit.
That's really messed up.
It's going to be put on my October watch list again.
That is a good movie.
Yeah, it's really, again, everything doesn't have to be dark for me, but I don't mind, when I order my chicken meal, I like a little dark meat, a little white meat. I need a little bit, I like the mixture.
He likes a variety.
Yes,
okay.
I don't need it all the same way.
Albert and Lois both agree that The Haunting from the 1960s is really good. That they enjoy that.
That's a good movie too. Now.
And Naoko's asking, has anyone seen Day Shift yet? Oh, excuse me, Day Shift.
That's the new movie.
I have not seen that movie.
It's a Netflix movie, and I think it's Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg.
Oh, hold on a sec. Let me fix your lip. There we go.
Lip. I think it's kind of like I hear this is what I heard about Day Shift. That the acting is subpar, but it's what it is. The action is amazing, but the story not so good, and the acting is I love Snoop Dogg. Trust me. We've had him on our show. Well, we did drop-ins, yeah. But I do love Snoop Dogg. Jamie Foxx is good too. But yeah, we've not seen it, but I would watch it.
John Lincoln says it kicks ass.
I want to see it.
So he said it's really good.
I would totally see this movie. Vampire movie.
Okay, so switching gears here, we have plans for Halloween. So we're going to have the Harry Scary Hangout will be the Friday before Halloween this year.
Right, because Halloween's on a Monday.
Halloween's on a Monday night. So we're going to have a Monday fun day with a Halloween special. The Mummy and the Monkey's Pumpkin Spice Halloween Special 6.
Sick.
Okay, whatever Grimm said.
I don't know. We don't know 100% yet, but
it will be our sixth Halloween special.
Pumpkin Spice Halloween Special will air. It'll be a pre-recorded show that's gonna it's gonna air at 8:00
on YouTube.
On YouTube
and Public Media Network. It will premiere. It will premiere.
Yes. Just like last year.
Yes, and the premiere will have a chat.
Yes.
So
we'll be there.
So
right? We might
be
in spirit.
Because we're gonna do some fun. Well, we're gonna
smell flowers.
No, we're gonna give out treats for Halloween.
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate Halloween.
And celebrate Halloween.
Well, it's her birthday weekend, so.
And Halloween's my holiday. Yeah, Halloween's my holiday.
I hope my work lets me out for Halloween.
They better.
I'm asking a lot. No.
So, so it will premiere, and we'll pop into the chat to see how things are going.
So you get like 2 Mummy and the Monkey shows.
For that whole weekend, there's going to be 2 shows.
Who knows? Who knows?
But then we have, and then we have a show maybe the Friday after Halloween.
Lots of Mummy and Monkey coming up.
There's so much, yeah.
And something else that we can't talk about.
Yes. No, don't you dare. Okay, let's see. Lois says, haven't seen Day Shift yet, but soon. Kirk says it's creepy. Connie Cleary says, woohoo! Spice, says Grandpappy. Yeah, pumpkin spice. Since there's pumpkin spice everything for fall, that's what inspired us to start up the pumpkin spice Halloween special.
And one of these pumpkin spice specials, one day when we release it on DVD, it will have a pumpkin spice smell, right? or
You know,
flavor.
it would be cool to have like a scratch and sniff sticker
Or just
that's
a
pumpkin
scented-
spice, or maybe like a little scented,
Insert.
like a potpourri thing in
Yeah.
there that's
packet.
pumpkin spice.
A packet, that'd be cool.
Like a little packet, maybe. Maybe.
But that's a good. But the point that the fact that we call it pumpkin spice is like, what does that mean? You know,
it's just
because everything's pumpkin spice, right?
Right.
Around this time of year.
There's
right?
like pumpkin spice everything.
Yeah,
Coffee,
tennis
cookies,
shoes, tennis shoes. Why not?
cereal.
But that's the joke.
Yeah, everything. Whatever. Ice cream, pumpkin spice ice cream.
Tampons, everything.
Enemas.
Enema, condoms, you know.
Pumpkin spice enema.
Everything, you know, just make everything. Screw it.
Oh gosh, we're getting a little too like slap happy.
Too much of
here.
the apple cider there.
I think so. I think I need to go to bed soon.
Ah.
Pumpkin spice edibles, says Albert.
Now you know those are out there.
No,
Come
that
on.
would
Those
be-
ain't out there yet.
We're not. Yeah, we're not doing.
Those gotta
I'm
be
sure
out.
they exist though.
Well, all you have to do is
I'm
bake.
sure you can get those on your own time.
If you could bake brownies, you could bake, you know, pumpkin cake, you know, pumpkin roll. Oh, edible pumpkin. Oh, ooh, that's dangerous.
That's too
that
dangerous.
whole pumpkin roll be gone.
That
That's
is
not good.
way too dangerous. Grandpappy says my dad was born on Halloween. Ooh.
You were close.
Yeah, I was born 2 days before.
Dang it. So close.
Well, you know, like 3,800 years
That's
ago,
close.
and
Yeah, it's close enough, though.
you know, in ancient times.
Close enough.
Okay, what's your favorite Halloween food? Says Wiki Bobby.
Ooh, pumpkin roll. The
Hmm.
refrigerated one, not the one in the box that's on the shelf. No, that's not good.
Yeah, you know the pumpkin spice or the pumpkin roll from Giant Igor,
Or if somebody at work makes them, you know
or
what
the
I'm talking
homemade
about.
pumpkin roll.
Every time this
Yeah.
year, people are like, put your orders in for pumpkin rolls. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Those are the best. Then the store brand ones are better, but get them refrigerated, you know, in the not in the mass one. It's the ones that they would make in the bakery. Get those kind. If you're gonna buy one that's not from, you know, someone's grandma at work, you know, which are the best. But yeah, get the refrigerated with the real, you know, cream, whatever the cream filling they have in there, and not avoid the shelf ones. Don't do it. Gross.
I'm not sure what a pumpkin roll is, says Portal.
Oh my gosh. So
Oh, it is just deliciousness, and you should Google it.
so yeah,
Pumpkin roll.
it's basically pumpkin like a cakey pumpkin.
Like a pumpkin cake with like some type of cream cheese frosting.
Yeah, that's kind of in a spiral
And it's,
shape where
yeah,
they roll
it's like
it up.
in a roll.
So they take
Yeah.
a flat piece of the pumpkin flavored dough or whatever they use. They put this cream, like this, not cream cheese, but it's like a cream sort of.
A lot of grocery stores sell it.
Like you know
Yeah.
what's in a Twinkie? It's like that kind of a cream, but
Sometimes bakeries will sell it.
it's actual dairy bake, and then they roll it up, and so you get the spiral in the middle of cream and cake and
Yeah, it's really good with coffee in the
Little powdered
morning as a
sugar- oh, yeah.
treat.
powdered sugar on top. It's
It's so
beautiful.
good.
Yeah, you look it up, you'll find it.
It's so good. And then I love pumpkin soup. I have to get a good recipe for
But
pumpkin
you make
soup.
homemade. Well, we got
Well, I
the crock
used
pot.
to, and it's been a while. I
You
have to
gotta get
look it up now because I don't remember it.
Well, we'll find a good recipe and we'll make a good pumpkin
Now that the
soup.
weather will hopefully start to get cooler soon.
My favorite.
I've been wanting to make, we've been wanting to make more crock pot.
My favorite's
meals.
roasted pumpkin seeds.
Oh, pumpkin seeds are good too.
I love them.
Very good foods.
With some sea salt and some Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire, what?
Delish.
What'd you say?
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire sauce and stuff. You wouldn't even need the salt if you use Worcestershire sauce.
Randall says it's cream cheese filling. Yeah, it's like
Cream
some type
cheese.
of cream cheese.
Yeah, but it's very
Some
fluffy.
people use frosting, like a fluffy whipped frosting.
It's a whipped. That's what I'm saying. But
It's like a whipped
It's
cream
not
cheese.
the cream
it's not
cheese
like
in a block.
regular
No,
cream cheese.
it's
No.
whipped. Yeah. That's what I meant to say. It is cream cheese. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, could you imagine if that was like a heavy cream?
They should make like
Oofa.
pumpkin spice sushi.
I'm sure someone look it up. Do it right now. Get
Right
your-
now?
Look it up
Okay,
on
let
your
me
phone.
look it up. Is
I-
it a real thing?
This is what I believe in. Anything that you can think of, it's already out there. You ain't that original. Pumpkin spice sushi. I'm telling you.
I bet someone
you're
made
gonna find
it.
You're gonna find it.
Yeah, someone made it.
Oh, of course.
Pumpkin sushi with spicy mayo.
Whatever. Same thing.
Yeah. Someone did.
Pumpkin related.
That's
Anything
hilarious.
you can think of, just about. It's the best time to be alive was probably any time until probably the 1990s, because people were just
Don't say that. What about the people that are around now
Well,
that are born later.
it's a compliment because everyone's thinking so much now that they're coming up with ideas like left and right so quick. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
If
I
you-
misinterpreted what you said. I thought you meant. I thought you said the opposite.
No.
Okay.
If you have a bright idea out there, don't get too happy. Just do me a favor and Google it, and you're gonna see it pop up everywhere.
Naoka says has a recipe for pumpkin soup, but it is different pumpkin than U.S. pumpkin. It's more like a squash type.
Send
Ooh.
over.
Send it over, Naoko.
Please.
Squash is really good too. I do like squash.
Give us the name of the squash, and we'll try to find it, and we'll try to make it.
So Japanese pumpkins taste different than American pumpkins.
They may, but if we can find it here or something like it, please just let us know what it is. Give us a recipe. We want to make it.
Yeah, it sounds good though.
Bro.
It sounds good. Let's see. Pumpkin spice bacon, says Portal.
Why not?
Hey, I'm sure someone did it.
Why not?
We'll find. Thank you.
But the funny thing is that you always tell me that pumpkins don't have a flavor.
They kind of do and kind of don't. It's weird. Yeah.
The spice is always like cinnamon, right? And
Yeah, normally like the spice is like
nutmeg.
like if you have a pumpkin pie, a lot of people put cinnamon
A lot
in
of it, yeah.
So when you say pumpkin spice, it's like pumpkin with that cinnamon
Yeah,
stuff. 'Cause
real pumpkin
on
is
its
not
own
spicy.
is
It's not
more
spicy.
it's more like
It's
it
not
tastes
spicy.
good. No, it's more on the bland side.
Right. It's not spicy.
I didn't say it was.
No, I'm just saying it's funny that it's pumpkin spice, but the spice
It doesn't have
it's not
spice
spicy.
on its own. No, the cinnamon is the spice from like
Nutmeg,
the pumpkin
cinnamon,
pies. Yeah,
or-
nutmeg. Yep. Yeah.
Boy, don't hit things away.
Let's see. Don't forget about pumpkin beer. Let me tell you, it's delicious, especially pumpkin by Southern Tier Brewery.
Okay, so here we go.
So he's drinking pumpkin beer. Oh yeah, there's a million different types of pumpkin
I've
flavored
noticed
beer.
that. So there was only a couple, right, at
Yeah.
first. Now there's so many. Wacky stuff. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
We were going to do it now. Are you still interested in doing a tasting at some point?
Maybe.
Okay, because we could get like a 4 to 5 of them and just kind of do it. Even though there's tons
Maybe
of them.
for closer to Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A special video for that
Yes.
on our YouTube. But yeah, that it is nuts with that stuff. There's just no end to it.
Wiki Bobby says, I heard they got pumpkin spice toothpaste out.
Now see,
Whoa.
that's ridiculous.
That would be terrible.
That's right up there with the condoms and tampons. It's like,
Yikes.
why do you need that? And it's like, we had a joke about that, but now it's coming true.
Yeah, we used to joke about that on some of our appearances.
It's pumpkin spice athlete's foot cream. Well, why not? Just everything.
And it's all the packaging's orange.
Pumpkin spice flamethrower, but why?
Because it'll smell like a hint of cinnamon.
While you're frying to death. It might smell good at least. I mean, but and everything. Pumpkin spice door hinges.
Pumpkin. You know what? This is something I did try last year.
Uh-oh.
Pumpkin spice deodorant.
For real?
For real.
That's right. You found
I found pumpkin spice deodorant and I tried it. It was some like organic fancy brand that I found on sale somewhere, and
you're right.
It did smell good.
Now we did find a product.
It did smell
we
good,
did find a product earlier this year that maybe they'll have pumpkin spice panty spray.
Oh God.
Calming, of course.
Not everyone's gonna get that reference. That's like a.
I know, but
yeah.
It was funny to us.
All kinds of personal products.
I'm just looking around. Pumpkin spice Venetian blinds. Well, where does it end?
John says, sorry I missed your live show, but I had to watch Mondo Creepy to see her latest live show.
No, you didn't.
She showed Bloodsucker Jones.
I saw that, but it's on YouTube. You can watch it on the replay. They'll upload it. So.
Yeah. I think with her channel and ours, you can watch the replay on the channel. But I guess he wanted to see it
more than our show.
I see how it is, John.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's okay. We like Mondo.
We're definitely gonna hold. Yeah, I saw that last night.
Lilith, she's a nice lady.
I saw. Yeah, now I want to go back and watch some of her episodes. I saw some of the stuff she has uploaded. Looks pretty cool.
Pumpkin spice urinal cake, says
yes!
Jaguar.
I guarantee those are a thing.
Jaguart. I have to watch how I say that.
Why not? Why not?
Pumpkin spice hand soap I got last week
those
at
are
Walmart. Says
well, that makes sense.
Well, that's okay. Yeah.
Pumpkin spice storage tubs. Why?
Well, like if it's like some scented lotion or hand soap, that I can understand.
But it's bled into the wacky though already. It has.
The deodorant's a little wacky, but I did try it and it wasn't too bad. Like it really wasn't too bad. I was like, oh, my pits smell like pumpkin pie. Okay.
Man, it's just
there's worse things your armpits can smell like.
We know that.
Just saying.
We've met that person.
Yes, we have met those people. And they should put deodorant on.
Well, that'll just smell deodorant and stink. You know how that goes.
Yes. I think there's a pumpkin spice gum, says Connie.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I think there is. Yeah.
It's ridiculous at this point. I mean, you can't even. And when you think you're making a joke, it's out there. You know, you can't.
Yeah.
It's come that it's past that point.
Pumpkin spice air freshener.
Well, of course. I mean, that makes sense. But when it gets to the wacky stuff, the toothpaste is crossing the line.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
No.
You don't.
No.
Deodorant's the same thing. Really?
Pumpkin spice incense. Yeah, I can see.
That's in the realm of okay, but in the realm of not okay, it would be to me toothpaste because this is bizarre. You know, it's like too much. I don't know. Pumpkin spice toenail clipper, the metal thing. Why? Impregnated with pumpkin spice scented.
Yikes!
You don't need that.
All right. Well, now that we got on this weird pumpkin spice jag, let's probably wrap this up in a few.
Okay.
I'm a tired mummy, guys.
That's fine.
I try to hang out and chat as long as I can, and then after a while, I'm like, I'm tired.
I got a couple more Montuckies calling my name. So.
I'm gonna go crawl back into the sarcophagus here and just get cozy.
I'm crawling to the bottom. No,
There you go.
Yeah, but anyway.
If you guys like chatting with us about all kinds of weird pumpkin spice products, if you like talking movies with us, remember to hit the like button. It does help the channel.
And
you could also go back to our old YouTube videos and check those out if you missed any of our past shows.
Absolutely. And just a word, it's just like a homework assignment. Get your scariest and fun, whatever you think is a good Halloween movie ready, because we're going to be talking about that soon. I think we need to make a list, of stuff to watch.
Yeah, we need to do watch a few more movies and do some in-depth reviews.
Yeah, we want some recommendations as well.
And then talk about stuff, for the, I think that'd be good for the Hangover.
Amazing.
Very scary.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to make our Halloween fun this year. So.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice motor oil, says Gary Smith. Well, on that note.
Why not?
Why not?
Why?
All right, good night. Good fright, guys. Mwah.
Woo.
Bye-bye.
You're